I'll be hanging out with a returning Babajide Kolade Utitaju. Jide, when next you going? Broadcast it. So some of us will answer less questions. Yes. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much. We have Ishmael Omikbedo. You are welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
And of course, Bola Olajuwon. He always gives me hope by his side. All right, then we'll hit the road. Just stay. All right, then the late Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius said, let me quote him, "A man's worth is no greater than his ambitions." End quote. The nearest to the original meaning of the whole quote, in my carnal interpretation, is this: President Muhammadu Buhari is only as good as what he wants Nigeria to be. So ahead of 2019 general elections, the number one citizen has asked APC governors who went visiting his Aso Rock residence to allow him ample time to consider their prodding to seek re-election. Good thinking, Dide. And gentlemen, in writing my notes on this subject matter, I had to go into the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. So many of the laws to share here, but hear this. Law 38 says, think as you like, but behave like others.
Yes, because in the end, it will enable you to catch even your enemy by surprise. If you read that book from beginning to the end, you will see it looks like something put together by a tested war general. So you have to know the best way to deal with people.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the best ways to deal with people is to keep them guessing. Keep them guessing about your next line of action. By the time they realize, by the time they are planning a reaction to your own action, it may be too late.
Ishmael, Law 35 says, master the art of timing. Does it make sense to you?
Well, it does. It does, because ordinarily a lot of Nigerians would have expected the president to have said in categorical terms by now whether he was going to run or not. And don't forget that these APC governors, even though the identities of the members of the group kept changing, you know, sometimes Okorocha will not be among them, sometimes he will be among them, you know, like that, you know. And I also do not think these governors to have the support of their other colleagues. Don't forget there are 24 of them. And out of the 24 of them, about 6 or 8 have been consistent in pushing this agenda.
Yeah.
Come and run, come and run. And you see, I think one thing about Buhari is that, and I think it's one of the good characteristics of a leader, unpredictability. You can't predict him. And I just pray and hope that at the time he will make the decision, it will not be too late for either him or the party.
Okay. Bola, law number 1 in the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene is simply this: never outshine the Oga.
You see, the Oga at the top.
It's a normal thing not to do. Never outshine the boss. But you see, if you look at what is obtainable now, I'm not a politician, and I don't want to put myself in their shoes in respect of the way they think. Naturally, nobody will expect the president to come up and say, yes, I will run with the situation at hand. You see, give it to him. Aside the question, you know, of the hardship in the country, specifically financial issue, the man has really tried. But with what is coming up in the country now, if the president should say...
I was going to say, don't use bedroom voice. Speak up.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You see, if the president should now come out, people will start saying that the man is not sensitive. Look at the killings all over the place. Benue, Zamfara, Taraba. And look at what happened in Yobe. It's quite unfortunate for him. I pity him. But as they will say, they said, look, uneasy lies, the head that wears the crown.
Yeah.
That is the man's predicament.
Is there any such thing as the right time to declare in this instance?
Yes.
Okay.
It has to be. Sometimes the best time, in my view, to declare is when your popularity is on the high.
Right.
If you declare at a time when people are very angry with you, the backlash, the blowback, you are not going to like the blowback. So I think that the president, just as you said, is looking at the issue of timing. It's just like us as journalists. Some stories, you look at the timeliness of some stories before
Going to town.
Yes, we're going to town with it. If you don't get the timing right, it may not have the kind of impact that you expect. Sometimes when people tell me, oh, why now? Why didn't you people report the killings in Bachama as well as it happened in Benue? Many of them do not know that that same day, people were being killed by Boko Haram in the hometown of the governor of Adamawa State, Mubi. So newspapers reported the killings the same day. And Boko Haram killed close to 50 people inside the mosque. There is no way it won't get more attention than the killings by headsmen, partly because the hometown of the governor and all that. Then Boko Haram, they have a big name when it comes to killing people. So the timing of a story can actually ensure that it doesn't get the kind of attention that you would expect. So the president, at this time, just as Bola said, he has to look at the right time. Maybe when something significant that the government has done, maybe when the government has done something really significant, Nigerians are happy.
He goes with the flow.
Yes, he just says, okay, gentlemen, I want to declare at this time. And then secondly, he would want to look at his state of health. You have said it repeatedly that is what will determine whether he will go for a second time. And I think his spokesman, Femi Adesina, too, said that recently, that it is the president's state of health that will determine whether he will go for a second time. This is a honest man. If he thinks that his body cannot carry the burden of running Nigeria for another 4 years, the Buhari that I know will not go into the race. Remember, he said some time ago that he wished that he had won the election
40 years
ago. So that's to tell you, and he has some regrets. In fact, I was saying that at one point he felt like running away because the scale of the problem that he has found, Nigeria was a lot better when he was a military president. So the scale of the problem that he has had to deal with and the changing nature of our country and its people means that Buhari has come, in my view, at an extremely difficult time. At this time, look, you have to do extremely well to impress Nigerians.
And Ismail, if they are progressive, underlying progressive governors, you expected them to have done something different. Also play a waiting game. Go feel the pulses of the people. I'm just thinking aloud.
Well, you are right. But you see, the truth about it is that most of these governors calling Buhari to run are doing so for their own selfish interests. That's the truth about it. Because if you take a census of those in the thing, apart from Okorocha, all of them are first-time governors. Again, apart from Okorocha, including Okorocha now, virtually all of them have issues in their various states. I take Kogi for instance. I was reading in the papers today that the national leader of the party, whom the president gave a marching order to see to the reconciliation of warring members of the group, complained bitterly about the role the APC national chairman is playing. Now, Kogi has been in crisis, but since the beginning of the administration. As the national chairman, you never made any attempt, concrete, to resolve the crisis. Why now that somebody has been given an assignment to unite and reconcile party members, you now rush to inaugurate a parallel ESCO? What are you? It is either that you are not interested in the party retaining power, or you want to frustrate the work of Asiwaju. And I feel the pain of Asiwaju because honestly speaking, even before now, a lot of us knew that the tax he was given isn't daunting one. Yeah. Daunting one, and for the man to have moved first to the secretariat of the party to discuss with the party chairman and other party members shows that he has a sincerity of purpose. But for the party chairman to go behind, and if you check most of the states, they have this crisis. The national secretariat of the party contributed. I give Kaduna for instance. The party constitution is very clear. If a position is vacant, the deputy takes over. In Kaduna presently, the secretariat that was demolished by the governor, that is the secretariat being run by the acting chairman. That is the former deputy to Bantex, who is now the deputy governor. Now, the national the Northwest leadership of the party recognize that man as the acting chairman. But Oyegun has been playing some kind of hide and seek when it comes to, Kaduna matter. So Oyegun, as the national chairman, has contributed to festering the crisis in most of, this. So it is either the party decide to take Oyegun out and put their house in order, or have him and go to election in crisis.
It brings me to another angle to these laws of power. Lord, protect me from my friends, because I already know what to do to my enemies. The president needs more friends now
than enemies. You see, for the president to come up with the idea of reconciliation in the party, he knew things were not all right. He believed that, look, we must go for the election, whether contesting or not contesting. It will not be ideal for us to go for the election with a divided house. That is the more reason the man came up with the idea of saying that, look, who do I call? Except we don't want to give honor to who honor is due. That somebody will now sit down and say that, look, Asiwaju didn't do anything to come up, for APC to come up. The man knew what he did. And he sat down, he looked at it, he said, look, this is the person that I can talk to. Though, naturally, they didn't put into the picture of some things in the party. After the government won and sat down. But the man looked at it that, look, for him to even go to the party secretariat to meet Oyegun, that he told that Oyegun must resign. Yeah. For him.
Tells you.
Yeah, that the man is taking it. Is taking it.
Well, at the home front.
Yes, home front. And we must do something about it.
Okay, then, the debate, very hot and fresh. Should Buhari run for a second term? The debate is not over at this desk. We'll be back after this break.
In the beginning, God created man and woman in his image and after his likeness. Both of them were given dominion. In the light of this, the Daughters of Zelophehad ministry has been birthed. Its 4 mandates, just as of old, is to raise a righteous, holy, committed, dedicated, and knowledgeable group of women who speak and live for the Lord. Daughters of Zelophehad Ministry, the calling of most distinguished senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu OON, holds its first fellowship with the theme Back to the Porter's House, Jeremiah 18 verses 1 to 6, at the Eko Hotel and Suites, Victoria Island, Lagos. Date is 10th March 2018, time 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. This fellowship is strictly by invitation for women interested in running for elected positions come 2019. Cards are available at Lagos Central Senatorial District Office, 293 Herbert Macaulay Way, Alagobeji, Yaba. Please come fasting as we entreat the Lord for the women. Announcer, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, OON.
Then, welcome back. President Buhari tells APC governors, give me time to think about 2019. Gentlemen, a man's worth is no greater than his ambitions. I think we can play around with that phrase. What type of a Nigeria is Buhari dreaming of? That Nigeria cannot be greater than his ambition. So he's looking at that picture, and so in asking that he runs a second term, so many things will be have to be put on the table.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
Is a dream possible?
The Nigeria of his dream.
Yes.
The Nigeria of his dream is possible. The Nigeria of the president's dream is a Nigeria that is that is self-sufficient in agriculture. The president believes that we must kill what we eat. And that's also my belief. I've said repeatedly that the greatest achievement of this administration is in the agriculture sector. I hear people say, oh, Boko Haram, the achievement of the administration in the war against terror are largely exaggerated. But in the area of agriculture, I can see concrete signs. The only regret that I have is that you look at a state like Kebbi, where every young man dreams of owning his own rice farm. But because of the high cost of petrol, they are finding it difficult to wet their rice farms because you use generator.
Manual,
yes.
Instead of
this is dry season.
Yeah.
You use generator.
Irrigation has gone, 21st century.
But they are struggling to buy petrol to power the generator, the pumping machines, to enable them wet their rice farm. So that is a problem. It has kind of set us back. But no one can deny that we are producing more rice at this time than before. No one can deny that our import bill has gone down as a result of greater assets placed on agriculture.
I hear, but we must work on quality rice production.
Yes, there are some fantastic integrated rice farms now that even if you see the rice that they produce, or if they do not tell you that this is Nigerian rice, you will not believe.
Okay.
All of them, even the packaging is excellent. The packaging of lake rice, for example, that they bring here is excellent. They've done so much work. If you will not find stone in it. So it is the local farmers who need now to up their game. I was coming back from Taraba, and when I got to Bali, I decided to buy rice, the local rice. Very heavy, it's heavier than 50 kg, but they will sell it to you as 50 kg. They just get a bag somewhere, a jute bag, and then pour rice into it. Once it's filled to the brim, they seal it and sell it to you like, oh, it's a bag. They sell it at like 12,000 naira. But it's actually around 60 kg. They have no means of measuring it. So agriculture has received a lot of impetus under this administration with especially the CBN and Corporate program that has taken in more than 300 farmers across the country.
Yeah.
That is one legacy that I think that Buhari has been able to give us during his first term.
Right.
We can argue about other things, but in my view, that's his best achievement, and that's the Nigeria.
Whatever you say here is Your personal opinion.
That's what I said in my view.
Yeah.
That's what I said in my view.
Yeah. Ubu is here in Lagos. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Are you there?
Hello?
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah. Salam alaikum to the panel.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Baba Jai, happy to see you.
I agree too.
Okay, my contribution, I go straight. Yeah, for the president, Muhammad Buhari, in as much as I may not have done much to the protection of some people, but I still and sincerely believe with the other positions bringing up, there are no alternatives to President Muhammad Buhari. That is my belief. No alternative to him.
Right.
Now, then when it comes to TVC National Chairman, honestly speaking, I sincerely and seriously believe that the present chairman has not gotten what it takes to be the chairman of TVC.
Okay.
So I strongly
Obi,
align myself with the second
speaker here.
idea.
Okay.
Top of the head. As if APC wants to get it right, they better lay him off. Otherwise,
Right.
it's not good to go into the...
Again, a personal opinion. Thank you. Ishmael, so politics, high wire politics now. But let's tear the bag further. The APC has not had a convention in nearly 3 years.
Yeah.
It's a minus for the party.
It's a serious one, a big one.
Yeah.
A big one.
So the chairman is...
But in that case, we will not blame the chairman alone, because don't
Okay.
forget, at some point, they also blamed it on the president's ill health. For a very long time,
Okay.
they kept postponing. At some point, they even met with the then acting president, Professor Oshibajo, to see if the meeting could hold. They were planning for it when suddenly the president returned, and since then, they have gone back. But you see, the thing is, whether they have had convention or not, I agree it's a big minus, but the chairman has shown leadership so far. We should ask ourselves. Because if you look at the role he played in the Ondo primaries and several other states where APC have had crisis in the past, you tend to begin to wonder if APC is being run different from the way PDP of the past was run, which all of us were complaining of. But for the type of person of the Borno State governor, the party almost rubbished him over the Anambra primary election.
Yeah.
This was a primary election that was televised live. Everybody saw what happened. But some of the leadership of the party were compromised. They collected money, and they almost wanted to upturn the result of the election. But the man stood and said, look, you cannot rubbish me, because the man confided in some of us that at some point he was asked to name his prize. And he told them that, look, for goodness sake, what will you want to give to me to entice me, at this stage of my life, at that level. But you see, for them to approach the man, it shows you the desperation. Also, and the man said, look,
That happened to Susu too.
and the man said, look, if you have this kind of money and you claim to be popular, come and spend it in Anambra, you will win the election. If you win the election, I bet you I will ensure nobody upturns it. And if you lose, I will also ensure that
Nobody imposes you on
nobody
the people.
imposes you on the people.
Yeah, Bola, again, ambition. 26 governors going to Mr. President. I hear inside a week twice. It goes beyond asking him to run.
Yes. Maybe they also discuss the situation in the party. Also remember that a PDP governor, I don't know, maybe a governor or somebody, went to the presidency and told the president, he came out, he said, he said the president should come, should contest. It's surprising.
And so we are wondering.
I start wondering, What is happening? This man is from another party.
Yeah, so what is the game here? All right, I have Peter here. Peter, good evening, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much, Citizen Jones and everybody in the studio. My name is Peter. I'm calling from Lagos.
All right, then.
Yeah, my thoughts on the subject matter will be on the economy of this very administration. You know, Babajide was telling us about the rate rise, how he bought it. I want to ask Babajide, please, where can I buy the rake rice? Because the last time I bought my own rice about a week ago, I did buy for 18,000 naira, and he's telling us that rake rice is being sold for how much? I don't know what he is saying.
No, I was talking about barley. Where I bought
lake rice.
Taraba.
He never talked about
So
lake
the only
rice.
time I mentioned lake rice was in the packaging. I said it's well packaged.
He said it was packaged very well, and he bought it when it was coming from a particular place.
No, I bought rice in Bali. You watch it at 11. You hear what I said. I bought rice in Bali from the local rice farmers. Now we were talking about quality of packaging, and we are saying that for some rice produced in Nigeria, if you were not told that it's not imported rice, you will not know. And then I mentioned Olam, for example, and then lake rice. In terms of the packaging, it's good enough. Good enough.
Peter and other viewers would realize that listening is an art.
Yes.
It pays to listen properly so that we be on.
I don't
in
misquote
sync.
Babajide.
Okay then. Fuel scarcity and queues are much more like a way of life in a checkered environment for years on end, and may not be about to end. This is what is coming from the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Dr. Ibe Kachuku. He announced the terrifying news after leading Pengassan and Nupeng executives away from a meeting with Mr. President and substantive Minister of Petroleum Resources, Muhammadu Buhari. Fuel scarcity, Ibe Kachuku insists, may persist for 2 or more months. Government is thinking